Hey, what's up everybody? It's Chronofahx, your time traveling Kitsune, and welcome to the story finale of Pokemon Colosseum. I hope you're all having a good day, and if not, I hope I can make it just a little bit better. So, what the heck am I doing here in Mount Battle? Well, as per usual, I did a little bit of stuff in between streams. First of all, this is what our Pokemon are looking like right now. I decided to grind up just a little bit. So now everyone is about pretty close to level 50, which is about where I want to be for the finale. I figured after I struggled so much with Ein last time, I figured might as well get my team just a little buffer for the fights ahead, because from what I understand, the story finale for Colosseum is especially hard. Like, I'm talking, it's almost Sinnoh levels hard. Alright, in terms of moves, not much has changed aside from Espeon, who learned Psychic at level 47, so I figure it's a good replacement for Psybeam. It's 90 power, 100 accurate, may lower special defense of the opponent. Pretty good, pretty darn good move. But aside from that, not much has really changed. However, why I'm here in Mount Battle, well, most of my grinding was here in Mount Battle, and, well, I have enough points. I'm gonna go ahead and get Ice Beam. Can't really afford anything else with my measly 100 Poke Coupons. But yes, I'm getting TM13 Ice Beam. And I'm gonna go ahead and teach that. Wait, Slippers can also learn this. What I miss? Actually, not much. I just barely started, but I'm about to teach Ice Beam to one of my Pokemon. You know, yeah, I'll still teach it to Nimbus. If I wanted to teach an Ice Beam, Ice type move to Slippers, I'd probably want to teach a Blizzard. So, can't really think of many uses for Dragon Dance for Nimbus specifically, so I'll go ahead and forget that. And then also, I decided to grind a little bit at the Pirate Colosseum, so I got a whole lot of TMs, including TM31 Brick Break, which I'm going to go ahead and teach to Top Spin. Okay, forget... which one do I want to forget? I'll forget Agility. Do I actually want to forget Agility? Because Agility can potentially come in handy since Sip on Top is fast, but not overly fast. I'll forget... Yeah, I'll forget Agility. go ahead and swap around the moves. Get Brick Break to be the default move. And let's get going. Run all the way down, and let's go to Realgam Tower. Alright. Step on, and I'll go left first. Did you hear the rumor about Xenogears and Xenosaga? Yeah, I heard all the rumors, especially after the whole reveal with Momo being the next Xenoblade 2 blade. How they didn't have the Namco copyright thing on there. So I've heard all the rumors. Still not entirely sure if it's going to be a thing. Again, I'm choosing not to believe in any rumors until it's actually until a certified leaker, one that has a very, very good track record, has said anything, or until there's an actual official release of information. Right. Oh, you can be hanging around, Wes. You ruined things at Pyrite for me. But you know, we're not about to lose over and over to you. This time, I'll win. And I mean it this time. Let the music spin. Oh, never mind that. We'll battle right away. I hope it's true. Nintendo did buy a studio from Bandai Namco, and Xenogears no longer appears on their website. Yeah, I really hope too, because again, I really, really want to play Xenogears and Xenosaga in some official capacity. And plus, it would be weird if Nintendo just randomly decided to add another Xenosaga character to Xenoblade 2 and just not do anything else with Xenosaga. After all that. Yeah, very poor Golduck model. Again, I think they, with the exception of the Hoenn Pokemon, and I think they also updated Espeon and Umbreon, they used the Pokemon Stadium 2 models for a lot of the Pokemon. Right, so I think I'll use Surf, and Shigeo will use Psychic on the Golduck. Sweet, one shot it. Okay, who's next? Who's next? Ludicolo. Alright, thankfully Ludicolo does not have water absorbed, though it's probably not going to take very much. Yeah, it took nothing. Hey. Oh. Well, that might be bad. Oh, yeah. Shadow Ball is considered physical, despite it having a special... Okay, that's one thing that bothers me a lot about Shadow Ball pre-Gen 4. It's clearly described as a physical move, and yet it lowers special defense. And it's clearly meant to be a special attack. And with the exception of Bayonet, I think pretty much all Ghost-type Pokemon up to this point are all special attackers. It's bothered me for years how that worked. And Ludicolo used Rain Dance. Surf, please take out the Loudred. Probably not. Yeah, I figured. Alright, Shigeo's probably gonna go down in this one. Yeah. Alright, in that case, Nimbus, I'm gonna send you out. Alright, and Slipper's gonna have you use Surf one more time, and Nimbus... You know what? I learned Ice Beam, I might as well use Ice Beam. Of course. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Ooh. Slippers, you are lucky to survive that. That was a quad weak move. You're quad weak to that. And Ice Beam barely did anything. In that case, let's do... Yeah, let's go Earthquake and Dragon Breath on the Ludicolo. Probably should have swapped out Slippers. I didn't think about that. Top Spin. Loudred should not do as much damage now. Let's go on with it. If I could paralyze that Ludicolo, that would be... Ah, dang it. Better recoil. Yeah, Brick the Loudred, Nimbus... Dragon Breath the Ludicolo. Assuming you survive the Ice Beam. Thank goodness you're a bulky girl. A bulky girl. Yeah, even being over slightly higher level than Mirror B, I'm still struggling a little bit. Don't underestimate the difficulty of the end game of this. Okay, next up is Armaldo. Wish I still had Slippers. That would have been really handy to have right now. Right, Top Spin. I'm gonna have you Brick the Armaldo. Nimbus, fly, and hit Ludicolo. Okay, that did a fair amount of damage. Alright, so you're seeding Top Spin. Oh no. Oh no! That could be bad. Okay, good, miss. I think Rock Slide is one of those few moves that can actually hit a flying opponent along with Thunder. But then again, I could be wrong on that. I know that there's at least one flying type move that can hit a flying opponent. Alright, Brick the Armaldo. Alright, about... Okay, more than half of Ludicolo's health is down. Good. God, how scary in-game in Colosseum could be. Yeah. I mean, I think, personally, I think XD has the harder end game because of just how many shadow Pokemon they throw at you all at once. But this one is still pretty dang hard. Because of just how much of a level spike there is in between stuff. Switching stuff. I'm gonna Brick that Ludicolo, Nimbus, Dragon Breath the Armaldo. Down it goes. And please, yes, thank you. Down goes Ludicolo. I'm an awesome dancer, but I can't win in battles. Sure, the Origin games are no joke compared to the mainline games. Yeah. This just won't do, though I'll admit you've beaten me thoroughly. Okay, since I'm done, I'll give you this. Yeah. A red ID badge. Think of that as a little gift from our great lady Naskur. Don't leave without it because you'll get nowhere. But you know, maybe it'd be for your good if it didn't go on. Okay, I'll see you in XD when you get a much better battle theme. Seriously, I actually really like the XD version of Mirror B's battle theme a lot more than the one in Colosseum. The one in Colosseum is really silly, and I love that for his character, but dang it, I love just kind of grooving along to the one in XD. It's actually kind of fun. I did not mean to encounter you. I wanted to go find a healing machine. I think it's up and then right? So groovy, it makes you want to dance to it. Yeah, and that's exactly what a Mirror B theme should do. All right. Now, I'm gonna go confront Dakim. Let's see, who's in the lead? I should probably... No, I'll keep Slippers out in the lead, because I think Dakim had a lot of fire types. Ah ha ha ha, your luck ran out when you showed up before me. Your stab at adventure's gone on long enough. Since Flygon and Wish... Yeah... Actually, yeah, no, I'll keep Slippers out. I was considering switching her out, but Surf can do neutral damage to both, and as long as Wishcast doesn't have Water Absorb, I think it will be okay. Okay, so I will use Surf, and then Shigeo. I'll have you put up a Reflect, just in case. Because both of them are both of the Daki's Pokemon are both physical attackers. And if I had to make a guess, I wasn't expecting Flygon to know Solar Beam. Okay, yeah, that barely did anything. I should definitely switch out Quagsire before it's hit with that Solar Beam. Has Pokemon team changed since lab? Other than moves and levels, not really. I prefer the simpler types of first and second generation. Yeah, I do agree that the first and second generation are a lot simpler, but I feel like it's also a lot more exploitable and kind of broken. I mean, heck, just look at look at the move Wrap or Constrict in Gen 1. That thing was broken. Not to mention that all you really need is just a Blastoise or an Alakazam, and you can literally just breeze through the entire thing, no problem. Gen 2, I think, was a vast improvement, though. I do think that it ironed out a lot of the more broken aspects. So I will concede that I really like Gen 2. Though for my money, I think Gen 5 is probably my personal favorite. Not only because it has probably a lot of my favorite Pokemon, but already Poison type beaten Lance's Dragonite. Yeah. I like Gen 5 the most because I think not only does it have a lot of my favorite Pokemon, like Archeops, but also I think it has probably a lot of the best changes to the battle system out of any of the games. Like the way it changed certain abilities, the introduction of other abilities. Honestly, there was a lot of really good changes in it. Really just need Toxic because it has this super poison. Yeah. Well, Apollo here knows. Toxic. Down goes Flygon. Barely did anything to Fortress. And next up is Claydol. Story is amazing in Gen 5 as well as the... Oh yeah, and yeah, I love the story as well. And any Gen 1 remake, Toxic Stray is so valid, yeah. Okay, Florin, Razor Leaf so I can take down that Claydol. I think that Claydol is actually replacing Dakim's Entei. If you fail to catch any of the Cypher, any of the Pokemon from these Cypher admins, they will still have them. You get another chance to catch it. That's how I beat Mewtwo in Let's Go Eevee, yeah. I think I'll confuse Ray that Fortress. Probably should have sent out Nimbus against that Fortress, but I can still work with this. Okay, you're using Sunny Day, which makes me worried that that Claydol's gonna know Solar Beam. That's what I'm afraid of. Because your opponent doesn't lay down any weather effects without a good reason. Pikachu, I beat Mewtwo the hard way. I'm gonna put up a light screen, and Apollo, I'm gonna use your turn to bite the Claydol and hopefully take it out. Alright, I just used the Master Ball. I personally used the Master Ball on whatever roaming that I had. Didn't have these exploits back in the day. Internet was barely a thing. Yeah, I guess that's true. I don't know. I was born at the right time where I grew up mostly having internet stuff. Let's see, Florin, I'm gonna have you swap out. I'm gonna send out Nimbus. Soul Silver, I just kept throwing the Ultra Balls. And as for Apollo, superpower on the Houndoom. X and Y, I use Ultra Balls. Honestly, when it came to X and Y, I actually don't remember what I caught Mewtwo in. It's been a long time since I last played X and Y, or really any of the 3DS Pokemon games. I don't dislike them. I've enjoyed them quite a bit. I just haven't really felt in the mood to revisit them at any point. Alright, so I'm going to use Fire Blast on the Fortress. Apollo. Again, or maybe I'll use Toxic. Why not? Houndoom is also using Fire Blast. Copycat. Okay, good. Apollo didn't go down. Thank goodness you're really freaking... Apollo. Actually, wait, what is the accuracy on Toxic anyway? Before I throw stones. 85, okay. Yeah, you get a pass, you get a pass. Okay, Apollo, use Secret Power. Houndoom was just straight up fusing with Taki there for a second. Like, ghosted right through him. You're doing it again. I mean, I guess we had Prima guides. I don't know how accurate those are. Yeah. Like, I actually do have a Prima guide for Diamond and Pearl, and that thing is so freaking inaccurate. In all the time I've been battling, my only losses came at the hands of Master Naxxor and Yo. Now take this, it's your passport to terror and despair. Got the Gurn ID card. If you're thinking of turning back now, now's the time to do it. Gone home to mommy. Ah ha ha ha. PDSP, I use Ultra Balls. Yeah, after a certain point, you just gotta use a lot of Ultra Balls. Maybe Timer Balls, if you're doing something especially long. But yeah, Ultra Balls at a certain point just kind of become the default Pokemon that you use all the time. All healed up. Let's go on. Actually, wait. I know there's Shadow Pokemon here. I want to save. Because I don't want to fail at catching any of these. So guys, I use Ultra Balls. It looks like we have no choice but to go north. Surprised I haven't... Oh, there it is. I was about to say, it's been a while since I ran into any peons, but oh, here we go. Oh, yeah? So you tell me that you'll knock me out of the way? I think I can. Heh, you'll know right away if that's possible by battling me. Cypher Peon Arton. Sent Delibird and Piloswine. Also, Shigeo, I need you to get to level 48. Catch up with the rest of the team, please. And, oh. Okay, we're doing this. Delibird is our shadow Pokemon. Delibird sucks. Not only does it have really freaking weak stats, as well as a bad defensive type of Ice Flying, which, while good offensively, Delibird has like no offense. And on top of that, without TMs, the only move it ever learns is Present. A move that has different chances of different, that has different effects on random dice roll. One is a 20 power normal type attack. 40 attack power. 120 with no recoil or negative effects. Pretty good. Or healing your opponent for 50% of their health. So yeah, Delibird either is somewhat useful, but even not much because normal is because it doesn't get the same type attack bonus from Present. So any of the normal type stuff. But it also has a chance of hindering you even more. I like the idea of Delibird, but I just don't like it as a Pokemon. I think it's pretty weak across the board. Even with TMs, where it can learn a lot of good Ice-type moves, it's just not that useful because it's pretty lacking in the stats department. Next up is Glalie. Yeah, you're using Fly, so you're avoiding Surf. Thankfully, your buddy Glalie can't avoid. Okay, so Surf once more, and then Psychic on the Glalie. And team member, I already have all 16 members. And plus, at this point, it's kind of too late to really get a good Pokemon, and at least purify it without using a Time Flute. In fact, one of the things that I kind of made a rule for myself before doing this was try not to use any of the Railgam Tower Pokemon, because by that point you're kind of lugging around a Pokemon that can only use Shadow Rush for the ending part of the game. Oh, that was too close. That was too close for comfort. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yawn. Start chucking balls. Start chucking balls. Okay, Ultra Ball. Work your magic. That's a challenge run. That would honestly be a good challenge run. Like, play through the entirety of Colosseum or XD and use nothing but Shadow Pokemon and never purify them. I think that actually could be a really fun challenge. Oh, it has Vital Spirit, so it's immune to sleep. Okay. I guess use Amnesia, and I think I could still use a Pokeball against Delibird. Yes! Thank you! 1, 2, 3... Got it! I should have battled! You think? Hey, you're next. Are you looking to get past this door? I guess there's a daredevil in you. Cipher beyond Bela. Or Bila? I have no idea. Alright, you're sending out Gloom and Subflora. Oh, another Shadow Pokemon, and it's Sunflora. Alright, immediate positive. It is a really great Sun team use. It's really great on Sun teams. Not only does it have Chlorophyll for its ability, which doubles its speed to a decently respectable 60. I mean, it's not super respectable in other competitive formats, but in Colosseum specifically, because it's chock full of really slow Pokemon, that could honestly be a pretty valuable strategy. And then also it can spam the heck out of Solar Beam, and it has 105 special attack, meaning it can actually do pretty good at just hitting everything with a Solar Beam. Like, it will do damage if it gets the move. But that's just it. It's slow and has, like, no defenses. Not to mention Pure Grass is a terrible defensive type. Like, I made it somewhat workable with my Meganium, but still doesn't change the fact that it's not gonna survive anything. Plus, not to mention, if it's out in the sun and it goes up against a fire type, it's cooked. It is dead before it could even get a chance to move. But still, if you want to work with it, I guess it does have some legitimate positives, but for me, I think the cons kind of outweigh the pros for me, personally. Hey, level 49, getting ooh, Rain Dance. Rain dance. That could be a good strategy. Hang on, let me look at Slipper's moves real quick. See if there's anything worth getting rid of. Because that could buff Surf, and seeing how Quagsire doesn't exactly have the strongest special attack, and also I missed out on the Mystic Water because that's only held by the Crocona from the very beginning of the game. That could help out. That could help power up Surf quite a bit. I don't want to get rid of Yawn. I want to have a reliable method for putting Shadow Pokemon to sleep. I think... yeah, I'll get rid of Amnesia for that. I think that could be a good strategy. Plus, it's not like I really have any fire types outside of using Fire Blast on Nimbus anyway. So I think this will work out fine. Next up is a Jump Bluff. Alright, you're taking in Sunlight, which is my cue to slip right out of there. See what I did there? Okay. And I'll send out Nimbus. Gale, in the meantime, I'm gonna have you Psychic the Jump Bluff. Down goes Jump Bluff, which... do you have any more Pokemon after this? Doesn't look like it, so yeah, just against Sunflora now. It barely did anything to me. Alright, Nimbus. Nimbus. Nimbus, I'm going to use this turn to chuck a ball at it. I think enough turns have passed for a Tire Ball to be at least somewhat effective. Chigeo, use Swift since that's your lowest power move. Because I need to chip down chip. Because again, Sunflora is pretty weak defensively, so... one. Yeah, I kind of expected that. Chip it down. Okay, yeah, that's Swift is the correct move. Okay, using Growth. Okay, Nimbus. This time, let's be silly. Let's throw a regular Pokeball, a level 45 Pokemon. That's fully evolved too. I mean, hey, if I caught a Moltres in a Pokeball once when I was like 10 years old, I don't see why I can't catch a Sunflora the same way. 2, 3. Well, it got a good laugh out of me. What do you mean I lost? Why? Okay. Let me just take a look. I think I'm good. I don't really need to heal. I was about to go back and heal, but my Pokemon are actually doing fine. I think that's the door to the final boss, so can't really do anything with that until I get all the ID stuff. So let's go this way, and... is Cypherpeon gonna fall from the sky? Nope. Okay. Okay, next up is a trainer that I'm very much afraid of because of what happened last time I fought you. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna go all in on power. I'm gonna use Nimbus and Slippers, and just gonna spam the heck out of Earthquake. Well, so you have come. Hand in hand, like a happy couple in an aimless stroll. Well, let me inform you. This is no picnic. You will never defeat me with such a frivolous mind. Cypher Admin Ein. Okay, I could potentially take out the Manatrix, but the Pelipper is definitely going to cause a little bit of a problem with my Earthquake strategy. Are they just wedged up on the ceiling somewhere, waiting for Wes to enter the room before dropping from the ceiling? Nah, they just clearly have a portal gun. Compliments of Aperture Laboratories. Okay, so I'm gonna open up with an Earthquake to hopefully take out that Manatrix. Manatrix. Cannot talk today. There we go. What's new? All right, and then I speed the Pelipper because that's my best neutral move against that thing. The Poke Cake is a lie. Using Rain Dance. And Slippers' Earthquake is gonna be totally wasted. Alright. Knowing that he's probably using Rain Dance, I'm gonna assume most of his Pokemon are gonna have Thunder in their moveset. Just as a guess. Yep, I was correct. Okay. Just survive. Thank you. Don't get paralyzed. Don't get paralyzed. Don't get paralyzed. Thank you. Okay, Pelipper's flying up high. That is totally okay. Destroy the Manatrix. Okay, who is next? Who is next? Rhydon. Okay. I'm not just gonna switch things up. I'm gonna use Surf, take advantage of that quad weakness, and Nimbus. Dragon Breath of Pelipper because I think no, it was. I thought that Pelipper would be just a smidge faster, but nope. I was surprised at how fast my Nimbus was. Like, it outsped another Altaria that was like 5 levels ahead of it. I'm almost beginning to wonder what the speed IVs on my my Pokemon are. I didn't really check to see what my IVs were on any of my Pokemon. I just more looked at the natures. So maybe Altaria has like a perfect speed IV. I don't know. It's possible. All right. Anyways, he's sending out Starmie and Crobat next. Okay. So in that case, Slippers. I'm gonna have you use Earthquake, Nimbus, Ice Beam, the Crobat. Okay, Crobat uses Of course you're Toxicated while mine missed earlier. It's not that big a deal. Nimbus has Natural Cure. I just need to swap her out and then she'll be fine. About half damage. Okay, that's fine. That's pretty respectable. Hopefully that Earthquake will take out the Starmie. Starmie doesn't exactly have the bulkiest stats out there. Yeah, no, it didn't. Oh well. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is... yeah, I'll just spam the same moves again. Oh, that changes the plans a little bit. Also, since when did the opponent start using items? This is actually, I think they only just now started using healing items in the middle of a fight. Before Real Gem Tower, none of the opponents ever used items. So I think this is actually the first time they're actually using their items. Crobat is gonna... Oh, Starmie's gonna go first. Okay. I would have figured Crobat would have gone first, since, well, Crobat is like one of the fastest Pokemon in existence. Okay. I was like, can I just say how weird Crobat's model is, especially with its teeth? Like, you think that the way that its mouth is, it maybe just didn't draw the throw line to separate its jaw, but no. All of those teeth are just its bottom jaw. It looks weird in its 3D model in this game. It just looks weird to me. Okay, level 50 for Nimbus. And unless Iron has any more Pokemon... Oh, we're good. Yes, improved since our last meeting. Indeed, I have. It's a shame you oppose us, Wes. Here, use this. Go on, open the door with it. Got the yellow ID badge. What waits beyond the door? Why, you should see with your own eyes. Okay, see you again. Pretty much never. Oh. I am getting an email. Hey, what's this about? Dear Wes, this is Egan of Agate Village. I just wanted to let you know this is my first electronic mail. I am not familiar with high-tech things, so I have only learned how to type in words. Incidentally, if you are ever in... Wait, the email cut off. Oh, Grandpa, the email's cut off before he finally gets to the point. What should we do, Wes? Should we actually go back to Agate Village, or should we keep going? Well, first, I want to go back to Healing Machine. And next, I actually do want to go to Agate Village because Egan has a very special item that I definitely want to have for what's coming. Go through this one, and I think this next room should have the healing machine. I'm pretty sure. Yes. Interact with the healing machine, please. Thank you. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and save really quickly just to make sure the snagged Pokemon I snagged stay that way. So it was so funny that I just threw a regular Pokeball expecting it to fail at catching the Sunflora, and it just caught it with no issues. Probably, it's not the funniest capture I've ever made. Again, I think that goes to the catching the Moltres in a Pokeball when I was 10, but still. So go up and let's talk to Egan again. Yo, Egan! Got some for me? Ah, Rui and Wes, it's good to see you back. I sent you an email. I'm quite proud of myself for that. We got it, but it was cut off before we got to anything worthwhile, Grandpa. Oh, is that so? That's odd. Well, since you're here, it would be just as well to tell you in person. I have a little something I'd like Wes to have. Please, take this. Obtain the Master Ball, the greatest Pokeball of all time. Never fails at catching any Pokemon, but you only get one per playthrough. So only save it for the hardest thing to catch. By that I mean a level 2 Rattata in Route 1. back to Railgun Tower. Okay, so I think I need to go straight. Because off to the sides for Mirror B and Dakin. Yes, healing machine, so I need to go this way. And this time, instead of going right, I'm gonna go straight forward, because I think that's where the last Cypher admin is, along with the rest of the Cypher peons. Because I know there are more shadow Pokemon than this. Or maybe not. Okay. Alright, Lady Venus. Yeah, I definitely want to swap things around. Let's put Top Spin and let's put Florin into the lead. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's good. Oh, well, if it isn't that darling boy and girl. What kept you so long? I'm rather tired of waiting. Now, say your goodbyes. This time, I really am going to be as serious can get. Cypher admin Venus would like to battle. She sends out a Mischievous and a Blossom. Alright, Mischievous should now not do as much damage with, I was expecting it to be a female Mischievous, but his Shadow Ball. It's weird because, under normal circumstances, if you're fighting, like, against major bosses, the gender of the Pokemon, unless it's, like, a very strict gender, usually the gender of the Pokemon that the boss is using usually matches the gender of the trainer themselves. Like, female bosses will always have female Pokemon, and male bosses always have male Pokemon. So it's kind of weird that this game kind of broke that a little bit. Because I think Gen 3 was when they started doing that. Started implementing that specific kind of gimmick. You did a little bit of Mischievous. I was expecting to not be very effective. Break, please take out the Blossom at least. Not quite there. Mischievous is using Confuse Ray on Top Spin. Okay. Blossom is using Attract. Florin, okay. I'm gonna use Brick Break again, and Florin this time, I'm gonna have you put up a light screen just in case. Come on. Florin! Come on, why can't you be more like Top Spin and get over the 50-50 chance? What's that so hard? Oh. No, I really wish that I put up that light screen now. Okay, Top Spin is in a bad situation. I need to swap him. I need to swap him out. So instead, I'm gonna send out... I'll send out Apollo. Apollo seems like a good choice here. Florin, once again, I'm gonna have you try to do a light screen. Florin. Thank you. Okay, Mischievous is using Taunt. That is perfectly okay with me. And Blossom is using Sludge Ball. How much is that gonna hurt? Decently well, but of course there's the poison chance. Alright, Apollo, I need you to bite the Mischievous, try and take it out. Florin, body slam that Blossom. Hey, you're in love with it, why don't you body slam it? I mean, that's what you did all the time to Ash in the anime. almost took out the Mischievous. Almost took it out. But hey, at least I flinched it. Okay. I'm gonna bite Colosseum and Florin. I'm gonna have you Razorly to try and take out both opponents. Yes! Okay, not very effective, but that's fine. And then, who's next? A Raichu, level 48. Down goes Blossom. Okay, who be next? A Wigglytuff. Okay, Florin, I definitely need to swap you out here pretty soon. So, I'm gonna use Secret Power on the Wigglytuff, and then... yeah, I'll send out Slippers. Use Thunder Wave. But here's the fun part. You paralyze me, I paralyze you! I love Secret Ice so much. Alright, Apollo, I need you to... Secret Power the Wigglytuff, Slippers, Earthquake. Because thankfully Apollo can take your Earthquake to the face pretty well. Wigglytuff, you don't have much physical defense, so you took a good chunk of damage there. Oh, you still have more. Oh! Yeah, Milotic! That's what you have instead of Suicune instead. Like, if I didn't catch that Suicune, you would have had that Milotic. Like, if you still had Suicune, that Milotic would not have been part of your team. That might be a problem, because Milotic is a surprisingly hard Pokemon to take it down. Okay. Let me see if I can work with this. So, let me see. You have Marvel Scale, so Toxic would not be a smart play. I guess I can bite it and hope for the best, and Slippers, use Earthquake. Milotic doesn't have very strong physical defense unless you trigger Marvel Scale. Apollo, you're so good. About half health. Okay, that's good. Okay, Slippers is my key to victory in this case. But in all seriousness, Milotic is such a good Pokemon, even if it's ridiculously hard to get in pretty much every game it's ever been in. Okay, Slippers avoided it. Please don't hurt yourself. Thank you. Down goes Milotic and Apollo too, but it's okay. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. But it was for the greater good. At least took out a thing that I was actually kind of afraid of. Because, seriously, Milotic is so freaking powerful. Like, when I played the Sinnoh remakes, and I fought against Cynthia, her Milotic gave me more trouble than her freaking Garchomp ever did. And that was because it used a Flame Orb and had Recover, along with Marvel Scale. So that thing was basically an unkillable wall that also did a lot of damage. go and heal, and then we can move forward. To be fair, in the remakes, Lily, 4, and Cynthia got a buff to compensate for the party XP share. Yeah, they did, because they were basically all made into basically competitive level teams. Like, almost perfect IVs in every stat, hidden abilities, really powerful items. Like, they went all out when it came to making them as powerful as they could. The thing is, they didn't really need to. Cynthia was already friggin' hard in the original. Like, Diamond and Pearl, the only easy Pokemon she ever had was that Gastrodon. And then in Platinum, she got rid of that Gastrodon and instead had a Togekiss, which made her even harder. Alright, do I want to swap around into my Pokemon? I think this is a good team to lead with. Okay, so I think I need to insert... Yeah, I need to insert these. So, yellow. Blue, even though that looks more purple. Does that look more purple to anyone else? Like when it was deactivated, did it look more purple to anyone? Like a deep violet? And then red. And unlocks the door. Oh, hi! Whoa, stop right there. Can't very well let you go any farther. You're both brilliant shining, building Diamond, Shining Pearl. I overleveled my team because I remember Nightmare that was fighting her in the original Diamond. Yeah, I think I did that too. Okay, Cypher Peon Dodge. Sends Masquerade and Ariados. I should definitely swap out Florin for this one. Because double bug type, that's a bad combo with the grass type in the lead. Alright, so top spin. What I'm gonna have you do is... Wow, you really can't do anything against this team either. I'm gonna just swap out both members of the team. Be okay. Slippers and Florin, Nimbus. Besides, I intimidated them both. They should be weakened and shouldn't do as much to Nimbus and Slippers. It's fine. Okay, you're using Water Spout. That's not a bad move for a bug type, honestly. Well, that was a very interesting animation for Sludge Bomb. That kind of caught me off guard there for a second. Okay. Let's Surf, Nimbus, Ice Beam or Masquerade. Yeah, that seems like a good choice. Okay, Surf's up. And down goes Masquerade. Masquerade, paper faces on display. Masquerade, hide your face so the world will never fuck you. Okay, and next up is a Heracross. It's a shadow Pokemon, and this is one of the things that made me struggle the most when it came to the rule that I put on myself with not using any real Game Tower Pokemon, because Heracross is straight up one of my favorite Pokemon. Not only is it surprisingly bulky for a bug, but it is a mean fighter. It's decently fast, and and I think it has 125 physical attack. So pretty much any physical move out of this thing will hurt. Add on top of that Guts for its ability and access to Mega Horn and Brick Break. This thing hurts quite a bit. I will admit, I'm a little disappointed with how it doesn't have access to close combat like it does in later generations, which was easily its best move, but honestly, I can live with it, and it still has plenty of other really strong points to it. Again, if it wasn't for the fact that you get it practically at the end of the game and you only use it as a shadow Pokemon for the end game, I would have added this thing to my team, because I love my Heracross. I love it so much. Alright, so what I'm gonna do here is yawn on the Heracross. Nimbus, I need you to take out that Ariados. So Dragon Breath, go. Okay, you're using Brick Break. Go to sleep, my friend. Nimbus was slightly hurt by the poison. Alright, Surf should definitely not take out Heracross. Okay, Heracross is pretty bulky, especially in the special department. And Nimbus... I'm gonna heal you. Actually... I should probably save my healing items for the actual really hard fights coming up. So I'm gonna swap you out instead, and I'm gonna send out Topspin. Intimidate it so its attack is lowered so it doesn't deal as much damage back. Seems like it's a good move. Okay, using Shadow Rush. Took that Surf like a champ. Okay. Slippers. I'm gonna use this turn to throw a ball. Okay, Ultra Ball. And Topspin. Use Rapid Spin just to chip it down just a little bit more in case this fails. One, two, almost. Use the Master Ball. I will use the Master Ball, it's just not on the Heracross, okay? Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna try Timer Ball this time. No, we saved the Master Ball for Vtube. AKA, we saved it for God! It's not in this generation. Should I use it on the Delibird? 1, 2, 3. Got it! Nobody said a word about you being this tough. 1800 for winning. Okay. Gotta go and heal. Not exactly what the Master Ball should be used for, and it's not even close, but it's easy to not know if you don't know certain catch rates, yeah. And the healing machine should be in this next room, I'm pretty sure. Yes! Store them to full. Self-serve Pokemon Center. Yeah, it's weird that this is one of the few Pokemon games where you actually get to directly interact with a healing machine like this. Usually, if you're not directly talking to somebody like Nurse Joy, usually it's sleeping in a bed is usually what the health recovery is. Unexpected Pokeball and bagging area. Alright, go forward and getting another email. What's this about? Oh, not Snagness. Email. Shadow Pokemon list from Net. Wes, I did it! I analyzed the data ROM and managed to extract a partial list of Shadow Pokemon. For the time being, I've identified 29 Shadow Pokemon. There appear to be more, so I'll send updates when I find them. Hang on, Associate is on his way. It's called Real Game Tower because this is where the real game begins. Yeah. Fanfare, please! Congratulations! You are the 1,000th guest to enter Real Game Tower since its opening! Tower's only been open for like 24 hours, for less than 24 hours at this point. How is there already 1,000 people? Yeah, like, as if. We just opened today. Exactly! Bandana Guy... Quest? I can't, what is with this game and having the weirdest freaking names? Okay, Topspin and Florin. Okay, this is a good team to lead out with. Okay, level 39 and 42. Clearly AI generated. Brick the Nuzleaf and Florin raised to the leaf. Using fake out, but on who? Okay, good. Every Arizonian has something to read viral. And it just makes it all the funnier that all these RA people have weird names, and then literally the next game, the main protagonist's default name is Michael. Like, the most normal-ass name ever. I don't know why, that just makes me laugh so much. What is this game's obsession with making Florin flinch like that? Or I guess it's Arizona in this game. Michael, it's your birthday today. Oh, Graveler used... Oh! Oh, dang. Cake and ice cream is on its way. Florin, thank you, at least one of my Pokemon survived an explosion. Level 49! For watching your friends and enemies die. Alright, Shigeo, you're out. Michael, you're such a good boy this year. Open up gifts while we all cheer. Next up is Lombre. And that's your last Pokemon, okay. What is with everybody wanting to fake out my Florin? Sorry, you don't need to get so steamed over my little white lie. They're scared because Mega evolved into Mega. Yeah, I think the Mega Evolution was like the single best thing that ever happened to Meganium. Ever. Because before this point, Meganium was just good. Like, it certainly had its good uses, like, especially with the Sword Stance Earthquake combo, or even teaching it Seed Bomb was actually a pretty valid strategy for good grass type damage. But Other than that, he didn't really have that much competitive life to it. But then his Mega Evolution came out, and suddenly it became really freaking powerful. And actually, that's not the only Pokemon on my team that actually got that treatment. Altaria also kind of had that treatment. As for this point, Altaria, it's okay. It tanks things pretty well, but it didn't really have that much offense. But then it got its Mega Evolution and it became the ultimate Dragon Slayer for years. C-Bomb, Meganium ran physical moves. Yeah, you can teach it Sword Stance, and C-Bomb was taught in the Gen 4 Battle Frontier. Yeah, you can teach C-Bomb to Meganium at the Battle Frontier in Generation 4. Meganium's usually throwing up screens. Yeah, it's usually a support type Pokemon. Alright, just to show you how skilled I am at battling. Street Performer Looper. You almost had a normal name. You almost had a normal name with Lupin, but nope. Just didn't realize you could teach it. Just didn't realize Sword Stance was an option. Yeah. I can't teach it in this game because I think it's a TM only deal, but it is capable of learning it. Top spin. What can I have you do? I can have you protect because I'm worried that Quillfish will use Explosion. Or wait, is that TM only? I think Explosion is TM only for Quillfish. So I'm gonna have you swap out. I'm gonna send out Shigeo instead. And Florin, use Razor Leaf. Okay, neutral damage. Remembers growth got buff from +1 +0 to +2 +2 and yeah, I just kind of remember that happening. I think again, growth is not really a move I particularly think of much, to be honest. Like, I always associate it with one of those weak early game buffy moves. Though sometimes they can actually, some of those can actually be pretty good. Like, I think one of the most underrated Pokemon moves ever is Charm. Like, don't underestimate sharply lowering your opponent's attack stat. That can be really good, especially in like Nuzlocke runs or in challenge modes. That could actually be really dang good. Growth Chlorophyll Venusaur is a beast. Oh yeah, I believe you on that one. Oh hey, for Alligator! Eat my Razor Leaf. Oh, you actually ate that pretty well. Okay, Octillery's using Dive. Debuffs are great in PvE, bad in PvE. Yeah, I know, but still, it's still good to note about like challenge runs. I have 1,035 out of 1,329 cards in this game. Okay. Gonna Psychic the Feraligatr. Florin uses Razor Leaf again. Okay, Florin missed. Octillery uses Dive. Gen 2 meta uses Meltake with Growl, which is terrifying peek into the Gen 2 meta. To be fair, it's not quite as terrifying as Gen 5's meta, which was just weather users everywhere, along with Landorus alternate form, like the one that you would get from Poke Radar. Okay, 640 for winning. What I'll do, I'll hone my skills and position myself as a charismatic trainer. Oh, I did not mean to go into the BDA. I wanted to check my Gen 2 Miltank Lord Charm. Yeah. And again, Miltank is just a terrifying Pokemon. There's a reason it is feared on Whitney's team. But it ran Growl because of the BP, yeah. So you're Wes, ex-member of Team Snag'em. Hehehe, I've been hoping to get a shot at battling you. Let's see this high-level battling that everyone's been talking about. Ryder Kevel. Says Sandslash and Quagsire. Good taste with the Quagsire there. Okay, intimidate. Gen 2 meta has massive gains of attrition lasting centuries. Yeah, Gen 2 battles, I think, definitely lasted a lot longer, though not as long as most Gen 4 fights. Seriously, want to know how slow Gen 4 sometimes was? Look up the video. The video ends when I take out 2 level 100 Blissies. You will get bored by the end of it. I mean, EVs, yeah. Okay, top student is trying to learn Endeavor. I want to see reduce opponent's HP to whatever gains power if target's HP is higher than the user's. I can't really think of much use for this move, so I'll just skip it. Can max them out without opportunity cost, yeah. Who are you sending out next? Dawn Fan, level 40. Okay, Sandslash uses Rock Tomb. 10 damage. Though the speedfall is actually slightly concerning. Slightly. Okay, Brick. And hoping you take out the Sandslash in one fell swoop. Okay, missed. Freeze the leaf. Down goes Sandslash. So close to level 50 in my Mimic ADM. So close. Turfed out. Great, now you're making me kind of want to play Splatoon. I've actually been getting, ever since Splatoon Raiders came out, I've actually been replaying the multiplayer for Splatoon 3. And I've actually gotten more into it than I did on when I first played it. Like, I got Splatoon 3 on release, and I played through the single player and really, really liked it, but I tried the multiplayer. I couldn't really get into it much. I don't know, maybe it was because it was so early in its cycle, and I also had to fight against a lot of experienced players that had played the first 2 games, or even just 2. So I wasn't having as much fun as I think I could have, but seeing how I'm replaying it again, I'm still kind of low level, so I'm with the other lower level newbies. I'm actually having a lot of fun with it, and I'm actually learning more and more about a lot of my favorite weapons. I don't know. Just seeing the word turfed out just reminded me of like Turf Wars, so that's why I brought that up. Healed up, so let's just continue on. Are there any other trainers that are just kind of hanging around? What's even in this room? Oh! I gave you a good jolt, eh? I've been waiting behind the door for you to come along. Been waiting a long time. I've been waiting 3 months for this moment to happen. Next, I'll shock you even more with my Pokemon battle. Bodybuilder Giver. I can't what is this game's obsession with weird names. Wigglytuff and Loudred. Alright, first things first, I need to take out that Loudred. That is definitely the bigger threat out of the two. And then Florin, use... Yeah, use Razor Leaf. Level 50 for Florin! Nice. Wow, you only brought 2 Pokemon? You were talking to yourself so much, I was expecting like a full team of 6 or something. Not 2 Pokemon, one of which being a pretty subpar Pokemon with Wigglytuff. Ah, that's a shocker. You're like outrageously tough. No, it's because you brought in 2 very weak Pokemon. Do you know how hard it is just to wait and wait and wait without moving? Try imagining it. Now think about it, eh? I doubt very long you can keep it at it for long. I don't know. I can just sit around and do nothing for a little bit. Heck, that might actually be a good chance for do some meditation, which I actually did learn how to do some meditation. Like, I actually took a class on it, along with a yoga class, so I actually can do good meditation and can sit in quiet for a long time. All I need is some Rattata with focus bands, quick attack, and revenge. It was Endeavor. Are you here to dine? Sure. Sorry to disappoint you. We're not ready to serve anyone yet. Let me make up for it. I'll serve you a full course menu of a Pokemon battle. Champions don't whine. They dine with wine! I freaking love that YouTube poop of Xenoblade. That whenever I'm in the bad mood, I just watch the intro of that particular YouTube poop and it just makes me laugh. And it just puts a big old smile on my face. Okay, Topspin, I need you to break the Cradily, and Florin, I'm gonna swap you out for Shigeo. Shigeo sounds good. Almost one-shotted. Almost one-shotted. Please. No. Oh well, I can wake him up in 1 turn with the call command, so it's okay. Okay, and then actually, Noctowl has pretty high special defense, so I'm gonna go return, because again, Shigeo has a plus attack nature, so I think this can work pretty well in my favor. Yeah, that actually worked pretty well. Okay, using Dream Mirror, but it doesn't affect me. Alright, Break, and then... yeah, I'll use a return again. Okay, Chimecho. Okay, can I just talk about Chimecho for a second? What is it with these games putting Chimecho at like the very end of the journey? Even though, and just making it super rare, even though it's not that great a Pokemon and probably would work best as an early game Pokemon. Like, does anybody else kind of notice that about Chimecho? Like, it's always put at the near the end of a game whenever it's able to be caught. It's really weird that they do that almost every time. It's Psychic on the Swalot. Whoa, down he goes. Okay, just a little bit of damage against Chimecho, but that's fine. Uses Hypnosis, but it missed. Rapid Spin, and then return. Actually took that hit quite well. Ice critical. Hello, thanks for dinner. What, did I cook up your Pokemon and you're now eating it? That was too heavy for some light exercise before a meal. See, there's a little jukebox and a little picture of a Ludicolo right there. See, it looks like instruments for, I think, potentially a jazz band, because there's piano, there's drums, I think that's a string bass. Yeah, it seems like something for a jazz band. All it's missing is like a saxophone or some sort of brass instrument. Shh. Wes, it's me, Silva. I snuck in here under disguise. Surprise you, huh? That's unimportant, though. The word is that Cypher's boss is waiting for you, the both of you at the top of the tower. And he's supposed to have the ultimate shadow Pokemon. Wes, Rui, good luck. Be careful always. What if I talk to you? Welcome to the just completed Railgun Tower. Well, how about a battle as an event to commemorate the opening? Hunter Elaine? Elaine? I don't know. Alright, sends out a Mawile and a Lairon. Also, I really need to swap out my leads. Although, I think I am gonna lead with these two for the final battles coming. For reasons we'll get into much later. Now, I'll Brick Break the Mawile, and then I'll use Razor Leaf. Because it should be a neutral matchup against that Lairon. Brick Break can at least take out the Mawile. Assuming Intimidate didn't hurt it too badly. Yep, I was correct. Sends out a Metang next. It's nice and shiny. I still really like the animation for Iron Defense in this game. Just that sort of nice reflective animation on it. It's actually kind of nice looking. I dig it. Almost took out Lairon. Almost took it out. Good chunk of the Metang's health. I'll take it. Yeah, just adding that nice reflective surface on it, it actually kind of looks nice. Again, for a GameCube game that came out in 2004. Alright, let's try this one more time. Not very effective, but that's fine. I just wanted to use Razor Leaf to take out that Lairon. And Brick Break should definitely finish off that Metang. Nothing else? Wow, I was supposed to win. 656. Since you bothered to come, you may as well enjoy yourselves. All right, I think there was like one more trainer like in the casino. The builder of the tower has plans to raise money by attracting the world's rich folks. But you need bait to get the attention of people like that. Something big and exciting. Yep, you guessed it, shadow Pokemon battles. Chaser Truce. Truss? Yeah, I don't know at this point. Alright, he sends out Machoke and Magneton. Okay, intimidate the Machoke, which is definitely needed. Alright. Brick the Magneton, and Florin, I'm gonna have you Razor Leaf. Might have been better to swap out Florin so that I can have something a little stronger take on the Machoke, but I think this can work fine. I think this will still work. Okay, level 50 Vert Top Spin. Next up is a Swellow. Dynamic Punch. Oh, I didn't miss. Yeah, that was what I was afraid of. Okay, Top Spin, I need you to take out the Swellow. Florin, I'm gonna swap you out. You're not in the best situation right now, so I'll send out Shigeo instead. Okay, Swellow is glowing, so it's about to use Sky Attack. Well, was gonna use Sky Attack. Level 49 for my Shigeo. Next up is Ninetales. Thank goodness it's not one with drought. That would have been bad. Alright, Top Spin? Brick the Ninetales. Ninetales has high special defense, but not so much physical defense. And Shigeo used Psychic on the Machoke. Yes, thank you. Alright, Brick, please be enough to take it out. Not quite. Also, am I the only one that thinks that Ninetales should have been Fire Psychic type? Because it learns so many good Psychic type moves, and it has pretty good special attack. Plus, it's also known for being very mystical and having all these different psychic powers and all that kind of stuff. So it's a little weird that it isn't Fire Psychic. I know we eventually get a Fire Psychic Fox down the line with Delphox and everything, but I don't know. I find it weird that Ninetales isn't Fire Psychic. All right, Brick and Psychic. Oh, don't hurt yourself. No, dang it. This isn't like me to lose. Do you get it now? Win or lose, battles attract people. Honestly, that is kind of true. I don't know. I feel like no matter what the circumstance, I feel like watching people kind of compete and fight, I think it's kind of interesting, and it's fun to kind of look at their different strategies or just see somebody kind of utilize their raw strength. I don't know, it can be actually kind of fun to see that, and I can see how that can attract people. So I'm gonna heal real quick as well as save. Okay, save. Progress has been saved. Let's go. I kind of wish that we could skip these cutscenes. Like, I'm mashing A through a lot of these and it's not skipping them. All right, let's go up the glass elevator. You finally reached me. I must say I'm impressed. Wes and Rui, I welcome you to Real Gam Tower. My name is Naskor. Do you remember that time we met in Vanax City? I did have the feeling that I would one day face you in battle, but I never imagined that you would be the one to seek me out here. Very soon, we'll be ready to greet your arrival in style. I will go ahead and wait for you. Don't keep me waiting too long. Wes, quick, we have to chase him. Okay, but explore first. I want to see if there's any items or anything like that. Well, there's a heal machine up here that at least saves me some time. Okay, that's it then. My Pokemon are all nursed back to perfect health and readiness. Now we can go full tilt against you in battle. Chaser Rugged. So we want to heal, we need to fight him. Sends out Vigoroth and a Shelgon. Honestly, not bad Pokemon. Yeah, they would have been way better if they evolved, but honestly, still respectable Pokemon to use. Top spin, I need you to brick break that Vigoroth and Florin. Body slam the Shelgon. Hey, yes, you're paralyzed. Exactly what I want. And yep, I one-shot the Vigoroth. Shelgon is using Dragon Breath. I don't know why, but the eyes just make me laugh a little bit. It's just going. Just the way its pupils contracted a little bit. That was actually kind of amusing to watch. All right. Yeah, I'll just use Body Slam again. I think Brick Break should take out that Shelgon. Yep. Darn it, I don't like you. Just after I healed up too. Well, since it's here. Alright. Real quick, I want to swap around the party a little bit. Yeah, let's leave with our starters. Alright. Let's go up these stairs. Ah, he's gone! What should we do, Wes? Oh, I know. How about over that way? Couldn't we take the other elevator? And then there's also some statues of the 3 legendary beasts. Let's It's no good. We can't take this elevator either. Long time no see, Wes? You're not gonna break my heart and tell me you've forgotten my face, are you now? That face can't be Team Snag'em, but why here? Even if you don't want to believe it, you're absolutely right, little lady. I am Gonzap, the boss of Team Snag'em, and don't you forget it. Did you ask what I'm doing here? Yes, isn't this Cypher's headquarters? Team Snag'em shouldn't have anything to do with this. Well, surprise, surprise. We do have a lot to do with this, Missy. We were just thieves before we got a hold of the snack machines. And where did we get them? From Cypher. What they wanted was this. Go snag superior grade Pokemon from trainers everywhere. What? So this is all one big plot hatched by Cypher? That's what I'm saying. Aren't you the brainy one, Missy? Master Nazgul is waiting for you upstairs, but you got to deal with first. We got a little score to settle here. It's time you paid up for wrecking our hideout and wiping out Team Snag'em. Don't get any ideas about beating me. Snag'em head Gonzap. He leads with Shiftry and Crawdons. In other words, Scale, you're gonna be pretty useless for this opening bit. Apollo, you might have good chance against some of these guys. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swap Scale out, and I'm gonna send out. Yeah, send out Top Spin. And Apollo, use Secret Power on the Crawdont. Okay, cut down the. Oh right, Crawdont has Hyper Cutter. Dang, if I led with what I led with before, I actually think I could have swept through his first two Pokemon pretty easily. Man, what do you have against my Top Spin? What? You really have something against my Top Spin. Okay. I'm gonna use Break on Shiftry I'm a little bit more afraid of. And Apollo, you're gonna use Secret Power on the Crawdont. Because Crawdont is a physical attacker, but it's Water Dark, meaning both of its types are special, so it's not gonna be an especially big threat. Okay, next up is a Hariyama. Sweet, paralyzed it. And you're using Aerial Ace. Okay. Yeah, I'll send out Shigeo. That way I can take out that Hariyama. Okay, so Shigeo use Psychic on Hariyama, and Apollo, you'll use Secret Power on the Crawdont. Sending out Pinsir next. Which means I should probably swap out one of my Pokemon against that thing, because that Pinsir I'm a little afraid of, even though it probably doesn't have any bug type moves. But it's certainly I almost guarantee it has some fighting type move. Yeah, Pinsir's one of those weird Pokemon where it doesn't really learn as many moves of its own type. At least not until later generations. I mean, it does eventually get stuff like X-Scissor and all that stuff, but for right now, it mainly uses fighting type moves and maybe Earthquake. Alright, so gonna Fire Blast the Pinsir. Apollo, again, Secret Power. That's about the best you can do against it. Burn it! Burn the BVO bug. Okay, Pinsir uses Submission. That was correct, with it having fighting type moves. Hurt yourself in recoil. And down goes the bug. 49 for Apollo. And last Pokemon, I think, is Skarmory. And it's a Shadow Pokemon. In fact, the last Shadow Pokemon before the end game, when you basically can't use anything else after this point. So, Skarmory is actually a very underrated Pokemon in my opinion. Steel Flying is an excellent defensive type. Immunity to both poison and ground is very much appreciated, especially in a game entirely made up of double battles. Plus, it actually has pretty respectable physical attack, surprisingly good speed for what it's supposed to be, because this thing is supposed to be a physical tank because its physical defense is actually pretty dang high. This thing can take a physical hit from most things, and again, it takes mostly neutral damage from pretty much anything. It really only has to look out for fire type moves and electric type moves. And again, if it wasn't for the fact that I restricted myself to not using anything from Railgun Tower, I totally would have used Skarmory because, again, I think it's super underrated and I wanted to use it at some point. Okay. For now, let us use Dragon Breath on the Crawdont and Secret Power on the Skarmory. Though I will say, the one weakness to Skarmory, I almost forgot, it doesn't really have that much in terms of ability. It pretty much just has Keen Eye, which isn't super useful a good chunk of the time. That is the one weakness to Skarmory, I will admit. Okay, using Steel Wing. Alright, Nimbus, what can I have you do? Steel Resist Dragon, so I think Dragon Breath might be a good choice here. And Apollo, I'm going to use this turn to chuck a ball or two. Let's see how this goes. 1. Nothing. Oh, it actually took Dragon Breath pretty well. Okay. Down goes Nimbus, which does slightly suck, but I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be fine. Alright, next up, let's go Slippers, yeah. Alright, Slippers, what can I have you do? Can't yawn it. And I think a Surf might take it out. It doesn't especially have great special defense, unfortunately. But I think I'll take this turn to chuck a ball at it. And then Apollo, you can bite it if it fails to catch. Nope. Skarmory is a pretty decently hard Pokemon to catch. Okay, Slippers. Again, I'm gonna have you use this turn to chuck another ball. This time I'm gonna go with the timer ball since I think it's been 10 turns. At bare minimum. Let's go. One. Okay, bite it and either paralyze or flinch, please. Either one would be great. Nope. Alright. Another timer ball should probably do it. Secret power. Little less damage. One. No. Paralyze. No. Okay, this should probably push it into red health, I think. Yes. So let's do Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball sounds good. And Apollo wastes a turn with a call. One, two, three. No. Oh no. It's no good. It's not listening. Good. Skarmory is fully paralyzed. Thank goodness for that. For giggles, let's throw another Pokeball. Let's have a repeat of Sunflora or whatever Pokemon I caught in a regular old Pokeball. Come on, let's go! One! I should have expected that, honestly. I really should have expected that. Hey, as long as you're staying paralyzed, I'm perfectly fine. Great Ball. Great Ball sounds good. Oh, one more time. One. Come on, paralyze. No! Oh well, little less health. As long as you don't knock yourself out. Okay, good. Okay, Slippers. Go with the Ultra Ball again. And Calm. I'll wait another turn. If I take any more damage, I'll probably heal on Apollo's turn. Like, I'll heal up Slippers on Apollo's turn. One, two. Ah! Come on! Skarmory! And again, it is kind of nice to have a little bit of a challenge. Certainly a lot harder to catch than any of those freaking legendary beasts have been. Which is, again, really saying something. And then Apollo, I'm gonna have you heal on this turn. Do I have anything other than hyper potions that I could use? Hello, Lemonade. Yep, that's more than enough to last a few more turns. One, two, three. Ah! Skarmory, get it in the frickin' ball, please. Don't knock yourself out, please. All right, balls. Unless this thing is paralyzed on the next turn, this is probably the last turn because it's probably just gonna use friggin' Shadow Rush. Because Gonzeb is an idiot that doesn't realize that if he uses one more time, he's gonna knock himself out. Paralyze, or use a different move. No! No! Oh, dang it! I think that is actually the first time I failed at catching a shadow Pokemon. And of course it had to be one of the last friggin' ones. It's fine, we get another opportunity to catch Skarmory at a later time. I think. What do you say, Wes? Why don't you and me team up again? Just like old times. You, me, and the snack machine. We can do whatever we please. The world will be ours, hey? Sounds good to me! I can tell when you're just joshing me, but that doesn't matter anymore. There's no going back for you now. Get going. Alright, I'm gonna go heal and save real quick. Saved. Let's go. All right, and again, in terms of who I want to lead with, I want to lead with Topspin and Florin. You'll see why eventually. All right. Let's get into the finale. Look at those janky people in the background! What kept you, Wes? I worried that perhaps Gonzab had beaten you. Well, he broke my record for Shadow Pokemon caught before I failed. The time has come for you to pay off some debts. We'll have you battle as payment toward the huge losses you inflicted on us. I expect to see spectacular battling out of you. After all, you're here to entertain. Yep, the entire finale is basically going to be battle after battle to eventually make your way to the final boss. A big crowd like this, it is a little intimidating. I don't want to be embarrassed here, so I'll battle to win. Bodybuilder Jomas is our first opponent. She sends out a Miltank and a Zangoose to start things off. Topspin and Florin. And no heals in between. And every single one of these trainers has a shadow Pokemon. And by the way, no, you can't really purify any of these guys, so you'll be catching them as is, and you need to have at least one empty slot if you want to use any of these. But even then, if you want to get to the one you want, you have to wait a long time and have way more empty slots. All right, even though you can't really use Miltank, I might as well go over it because I like explaining Pokemon. So, Miltank is a surprisingly fast Pokemon. Like, for a fat cow, this thing is surprisingly really, really fast. Like, just to give you an idea about how fast this thing is. In terms of base stats, the only Pokemon on my team that outspeeds it is Espeon. That should give you an idea of how fast this thing is. And, as you might expect, this thing really excels at using moves like Roll Out and Body Slam. And of course, it also has the ability to self-heal with Milk Drink. And being normal type, it has a good move variety, and it's a great user of Return. Honestly, there's a good reason why everybody fears this thing when they play through any of the Johto games. Alright? Everybody has rage quit against Whitney at one point or another. Don't lie to me and say that you didn't. Alright, so I'm gonna do... Actually, no. I am going to use my Master Ball on Miltank. Actually, wait. I kind of want to organize things a little bit. I want to put that at the top. There we go. That's nice. That's nice. All right, and Florin, I'm gonna have you Razor Leaf. Also, I'm totally gonna ruin the Master Ball for you. That is Wario's underwear put on top of a regular Pokeball. You're welcome. All right, next Pokemon is Porygon 2. Honestly, a pretty good Pokemon. I'm personally the biggest fan of Porygon Z, but Porygon 2 is still pretty good, especially with the Eviolite on it. Then it becomes a really nasty tank to take down. Okay, you're using Aerial Ace. In that case, I should probably take out the Zangoose because I don't want Florin to go down. And Florin... Yeah, Razor Leaf again. Brick, and take out the Zangoose. Zangoose is another one of those Pokemon that I find super underrated, especially when it gets its hidden ability of Toxic Boost. Seriously, give it a Toxic Orb, teach it Facade, it will sweep through anything that isn't a Ghost type. Alright, so... Brick Break, and then Florin, I'm gonna have you Synthesize on this turn. Down goes Porygon 2. Level 51. Oh, you're trying to learn Safeguard. I don't really think I need it. Okay, Victory Jingle was a little delayed there for a second. What? This wasn't supposed to happen? Battle numero dos. My turn next. Ryder Dylan. Or Dylan? I have no idea. Sends out Absol and Sharpedo. And Absol is our next Shadow Pokemon. Absol is a Pokemon that would be really amazing if it wasn't in this generation. Because this thing has a stellar physical attack stat. It has Sword Stance. It has really good abilities. But it's held back by the fact that it's a Dark type in Generation 3 before the physical special split happened. Meaning the closest thing to a physical Dark type move it has is Shadow Ball. And it sucks because I love Absol. I think it's a great Pokemon. I think it's another one of those super underrated ones. But it's just so hard to call it a good Pokemon in this specific generation because of all the circumstances around it. It's still workable. I have used an Absol in a playthrough of Ruby before, but it's definitely not easy to use it. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Master Ball on it. And I kind of like it having it in the middle. There we go, that's better. All right, Razor Leaf. Two, three, got it. Next up is Mightyena. Alright, hopefully that Razor Leaf will take out the Sharpedo. Sharpedo doesn't exactly have the strongest defenses at all. Getting close. It's using Dive. Okay. Alright. Do I want to use Protect on this turn? No, probably not. Okay. Break the Mighty Anna, Florin. I'm gonna put up a light screen on this turn. Why not? Again, this guy seems to have almost nothing but dark types, so I think putting up a light screen is probably the smartest move. Down goes Mighty Anna. Okay, Sharpedo uses Dive, but on who? Top spin? Okay, that's fine. Okay, top spin. I'm actually gonna have you Protect on this turn, and Florin use Razor Leaf. I don't want to come into contact with that thing because I have Rust Skin for its ability. And that's it. I've heard about you, but you are much more than I expected. 470 for winning. Battle number 3. You must be Wes. I've been looking forward to meeting you. Don't you think it's a great honor to battle on this fabulous stage? I'm gonna beat you and earn my promotion to an admin. Cypherpionella. Sends out Houndoom and Torkoal. Okay, so you're a fire type user, which means I should probably swap out my Megadium. And Houndoom is a shadow Pokemon. Houndoom is a pretty dang good Pokemon. Like, I actually really liked Houndoom. It is a special sweeper. Well, technically a mixed sweeper, but in this game, because both fire and dark are special, it is definitely more of a special sweeper. And yeah, it excels in that pretty well. It learns a lot of good moves, including probably the highest power dark type move you can get with Crunch. And it's just a really good, strong attacker. But don't expect it to take any hits because it is pretty dang frail. Anyways, I'm gonna use my Master Ball on it. And I actually don't like it being in the middle. Maybe, yeah, 4th slot sounds good. Actually, no, fifth slot. All right, and Florin, I'm gonna have you swap to Slippers. One, 2, 3, got it. Okay, and you're sending out a Macargo in its place. Okay. Again, probably a good thing I'm switching out. Using Sludge Bomb, but on who? Who exactly? Okay, as long as you're not targeting Hitmontop, that's fine. I want Hitmontop to... Slippers. Why is your luck like this? Whatever, I can still make this work. I can still make this work. Gonna use an antidote on Topspin's turn to heal up Slippers, and Slippers can just attack both opponents with Surf. Go! Down goes Macargo, because Macargo has like no special defense, plus it's also quad weak. Torkoal, I'm not... I actually took that hit pretty well. Okay, using Iron Tail, but I missed. Good. use Earthquake? Nah, I'll just go all in on attacking without needing to protect. And down goes Torkoal. Yep, breathe out all that smoke, buddy. Dude, Ash's Torkoal in the anime was freaking terrible. It almost never won anything. About the most enjoyment I got out of that Torkoal was that one clip of Torkoal just diving into the sea for some reason. I don't even remember why. And just nobody had any reaction to the fact that Torkoal was just diving down into the middle of the ocean. Alright, next battle. Gets another Cypher Peon. Let me guess, you're also wanting to be an admin. I'm the last battler. I'll show you exactly why I was chosen to anchor our squad. Bring it on, big guy. Cypher Peon Stone. I'm just gonna call you Stone because that's the closest thing to a normal name that I can come up with for that. Okay, I'm just gonna call you Stone. Let's say Stone is a cool name. It is a freaking cool name. Looks like you're a grass type user, and Tropius is your shadow Pokemon. And I just have one question for Tropius. What are you? Like, I get it, you're supposed to be like a palm tree dinosaur type thing, but I mean, like, what is your role in battle? Because your type is terrible for defense, and yet your highest stats are defense and special defense. You're definitely an oddball of a Pokemon, to say the least. But I will give you at least a few points. One is, you're actually a pretty good Pokemon in Sun teams, similar to Sunflora, because Chlorophyll, which actually does make you actually pretty decently fast, and you're a great user of Solar Beam. I mean, that's not usually why I would use you. I usually use you as an HM user because you can surprisingly learn most HM moves that isn't water-based. But that's about it. Alright, anyways, into the Master Ball you go. And, I'll put that at the top again. Alright, and Florin, I'm gonna have you Razor Leaf. Two, three, got it. And okay, fine, I'll finally acknowledge the elephant in the room. Yes, there is a glitch that basically duplicates Pokeballs. And yes, you can use it on the Master Ball, essentially giving you unlimited Master Balls. I didn't want to use it for the longest time because I wanted to try and catch these Pokemon legitimately, but seeing how this is one of the hardest end games of any Pokemon game, and you could make the argument it kind of cheats in some ways, I figure I might as well cheat back. And plus, hey, XD cheats even harder, and they completely patch out this glitch in XD. So I will have a harder time against XD. So give me this chance to at least cheat at the end of this, okay? Give me at least this one, okay? Anyways, Topspin, I need you to break that Cradily, and Florin, I'm gonna swap you out. I'm gonna swap you for Nimbus. But yes, it is a stupidly easy glitch to pull out. On your first Pokemon, throw the ball, and then on your second Pokemon's turn, go into the items, press either X or Y on your GameCube controller, and then just swap places, and then swap the place of whatever Pokeball you're using. It's that easy to pull off. Right, and in place of Tropius is Cacturne. Oh, Nimbus, don't get poisoned, don't get poisoned, don't get poisoned. Thank you. All right, Brick to capture, and Nimbus, I need you to fire blast the heck out of that vile plume. Take it out. No, don't miss. Come on. Don't poison. Thank you. Okay, Brick and Nimbus, I need to... Let's use Ice Beam. That seems to be a lot more reliable than that Fire Blast is. Okay, about half health. That's fine. Almost took it out. Don't poison. No! Dang it. But I didn't buy any full restores either, so... Top spin. Use this turn to heal up Nimbus. And Nimbus... Antidote. Because I want my team to be in as peak condition as possible for the last fight. Because I know what's coming, and it terrifies me. Nimbus. Come on, man. Thank goodness you have natural cure for your ability. So I can just swap you out. You're now cured of your poison. You're fine. And top spin should be able to take out this vile poop. Yep, critical. Okay, that fight so far is giving me the biggest issue. This power, it's beyond unreal. Bravo. Well done. Why not become a Cypher Show battle trainer? Would you even consider it? I'll vouch that you will become a top star in no time. I wouldn't have minded making that proposition, but I'm afraid I'm not that big-hearted. I will destroy you in battle right now. You will know the humiliation of total domination before this crowd. Cypher Naskur. He starts off with a Wall Rain, level 56, and a Dustclops, level 55. Okay, lower the attacks of both opponents. Okay, top spin, I need you to... Do I want to swap you out, actually? Florid, I definitely want to swap out because I'm pretty sure that Wall Rain will have Blizzard on its side, and that's not going to be fun to deal with. So I'll Brick Wall Rain. Florin, I'm going to swap you out, and I'm going to send in... I'll send in Apollo. Also, no battle music whatsoever. You just hear the cheers of the crowd in the background, and that's it. Hey, Wolverine is using Attract. Apollo, why would you fall in love with Wolverine? I feel like you could do so much better, buddy. Right. Top spin. Let's have you break that wall rain and then bite the Dusclops. Using X specials. Why would you use an X special on the Dusclops? Dusclops, even though it's a mixed attacker, it's a ghost type, so it's mainly going to be using physical moves. Okay, bite the Dusclops again. Top spin, come on. Thank you, buddy. Alright, about half health, that's good. Come on, Apollo. Okay, and also, watch Dusclops' animation. Ooh, yum, 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 yum. That's always what I think of whenever I see Dusclops get hit in XD or Colosseum. It just looks like he's going, oh, yum, 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 yum. Like as he's rubbing his belly. Tell me I'm not the only one who thinks that whenever they see that animation. Alright, need to keep it going, so wall rain and I think I want to toxic that Dusclops. Dusclops is pretty bulky, so I think I actually want to try and status it a little bit. Alright, wall rain goes down. Good. That's one threat down. Next up is Xatu, level 54, psychic flying type. Dusclops is badly poisoned. Good. And Dusclops uses... no! No, Topspin, no! I needed you! Crap! Crap! No! I need a Topspin! No! Oh no! This is bad. Okay. I think I can still work with this. Okay. Ice Beam on Xatu. Apollo, use Bite on Dusclops. Come on. No! Dang it. Almost took out Dusclops. Almost. But I think that poison definitely will take it out. Alright, Nimbus is already confused. Yes! Down goes Dusclops. Next up is Blaziken, level 54, firefighting type. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun to take out. Okay, okay. Fly to Blaziken and Apollo, I'm gonna have you bite Xatu. Come on, Nimbus. Get over your confusion. No! Dang it, Nimbus! Oh no. Thank goodness you're so bulky, Apollo. Thank goodness you're so bulky. Alright, let's try this again. Fly. Bite Xatu. Nimbus, please get over your confusion. Thank you. This is not boding well for me. Slippers? Alright, Slippers. This is on the field. Let's go! I just realized that Xatu will be immune to the earthquake. eye has a grass type move. No! Oh, that is jerkish. That is jerkish, man. At least take out the Blaziken, please. Of course. And using Blaze Kick to take out Nimbus. I might be screwed, guys. I might be screwed. Okay, Shigeo, go out there. Please take out Blaziken, thank you. Next up is Gardevoir, level 55, psychic type. Doesn't look like you have trace fairy ability, so you have synchronize. All right, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? I'm gonna use return on Gardevoir, and Slippers, I'm gonna have you surf. Oh, so dramatic. Oh boy, this is not turning out well for me at all. Go Florin? Come on. Okay. I think I can still work with this. Return on Gardevoir. Florin. Slight screen. Again, endgame can be really freaking hard if you're not prepared for it. Oh no. Oh no! Oh no, I'm definitely gonna lose this. No! Dang, I didn't even reach the shadow Pokemon! Oh! Please tell me I don't have to refight all those trainers again. Please tell me I don't have to refight all those trainers. Okay, so first off, I want to see... Yep, I still have all of them. And it looked like that Delibird... Yeah, it has another Melt Ice. Do I want to give that to Nimbus? Because that could power up Ice Beam, and that could be useful. See, anybody else holding anything? Nope. Alright, I still have the 2 Pokemon I want in the lead to be in the lead. Alright, time to figure out if I need to refight all those trainers all over again. Gosh, I hope not. I mean, if I have to, then let's just have no shadow Pokemon to catch. So it's not too big a deal, but still. Okay, looks like the same song and dance. Yep, I had to refight all these same people again. I was really hoping I didn't have to, but okay. Okay, so Explode and Zangoose. Oh, at least this gives me a chance to level up a little bit more. Make myself a little stronger. Silver lining, silver lining. Okay, Razor Leaf, go. Down the big guy goes. Oregon 2. Trace Overgrow. Top spin. Yeah, Porygon 2, and then Florin can use Razor Leaf. I think Razor Leaf should be enough to take out that Zangoose, I'm pretty sure. Zangoose isn't particularly bulky. Okay, close. Aerial Ace. Brick, and Florin, I'm gonna use Synthesis. Get you back up to full. So close to a level up on Florin's end. A 1152 for winning. All right, second guy, which I think was the... Wasn't he the water dude? Or the dark dude? He was the dark dude, okay. Mightyena and Sneasel. Also, I just realized I probably should have gone back and bought some full restores. Probably should have stocked up on some healing items after that loss. Just now realizing that. Alright, Razor Leaf. See, no shot that Sneasel went first. Sneasel is pretty dang fast. Alright, let's demolish that Sneasel. Quad Wake, same attack bonus. It stood no chance. Level 52 for Florin. Next up is Sharpedo. Yeah, Mightyena is using Crunch. Barely did anything. Alright, Brick on the Mightyena and Razor Leaf. Hopefully do a good number on that Sharpedo. Yep, okay. Down goes Mightyena. Sharpedo get Earthquake? Okay, I wasn't expecting that, but okay. I'm gonna protect on this turn and take this turn to heal up a little bit. Because I have a feeling that Sharpedo's probably just gonna spam Earthquake for a bit. I was correct. It's like I played these games a lot. Okay, triple kick because it doesn't matter because Florin is just gonna go first anyway. I heard about you, but you were much more than I expected. Okay, I think you were the fire lady. Yep, you're the fire lady. Okay, so for this, I'm gonna go ahead and use Brick on the Torkoal, and I'm gonna swap Florin out, and I'm gonna send in Slippers. Alright, good amount of damage to Torkoal, that's fine. Carvago is using Heat Wave. Honestly, a really good move for double battles. It's basically a fire type equivalent to Surf. It's actually a pretty good move. Poison, don't poison, don't poison. Slippers. Slippers. When are you gonna friggin' listen to me when I say don't get poisoned? Look, I realize you want to be a Clodsire so badly, but you're a freaking Quagsire. And no amount of poisoning is going to change that, buddy. Alright. Surf's up. Level 52 for top spin. Next up is Ninetales. Okay. Iron Tail with that very tiny tail of yours. Oh, this could be bad. Okay, I'm gonna take this opportunity to heal up top spin. Slippers use Surf. Alright, withstood that, but not surprised by that. Again, Ninetales has pretty good special defense. Alright, top spin, Brick Break, Slippers, Surf. The next person should be the grass trainer, I'm pretty sure. Previous opponent looked like Batgirl. Kinda did, honestly, yeah. Alright, Stone. Send out your grass. Alright. Break the Cacturn. Florin, I need you to Razor Leaf. Do neutral damage against that Cradily. Okay, Cacturn is down. Vileplume. I will definitely need to switch out Florin. It's always the AI. It's always the AI that manages to get the secondary effect every time. It's always the AI that gets it perfect. Nimbus, get out there, destroy. All right, one Sludge Bomber's down. Level 51 for Nimbus, though. That's good. And, oh, I guess in place of Tropius, you have a Sceptile. Huh, not a bad choice, actually. Especially considering that this was the last game before it got terribly nerfed because of the physical special split. Okay. Yeah, I'll break the Sceptile, Nimbus, Fire Blast the Vileplume. Because yeah, Sceptile learns a ton of really good physical moves, but it's a special attacker. Which, in this generation, because all of its moves are considered special because of the type, that worked out great. But yeah, later generations, it really did get nerfed quite a bit. That's a shame, because I actually really like Sceptile. I think it's a great design. I love a lot of its stat distributions. It's just its moves. This... You have one job. You have one job. Don't get poisoned. Alright. Heal up. One less threat to worry about. Don't target him on top. Don't target him on top. Don't hit. Thank you. Okay. Top spin on your turn. I'm going to heal you up. Because again, I want you in peak condition for some of the fights ahead. And Nimbus, go in for the throat. Power, it's beyond unreal. Hello, Nazgûl again. All right, ready for round two? Cypher Nazgûl, we like to battle. Gardevoir and Walrein, okay. Oh, my Pokemon did heal up in between battle. Oh my gosh, I wasted those healing items for nothing. Okay. This I can work with. Actually. Topspin, I'm gonna swap you out. I'm afraid of that Gardevoir. So, Apollo, you're up. As for Florin, light screen. All right, extra protection. Because from the looks of things, I think Nescore specializes in psychic moves. All right, attract, but on who? Florin? Okay. You want to love that blubber, I guess nothing's going to stop you. All right, bite the Gardevoir, Razor Leaf. No! Okay, at least take out Gardevoir. Almost took it out. Yeah, I figured this thing would have Ice Beam. Bye, Florin. Hopefully you can get healed in between this fight. Okay, top spin, go. More attack lowering. Okay, Apollo, bite the Gardevoir, top spin, break that wall rain. You're making a very unwise move there, Nescore. You're making a very, very unwise move. Down goes the Gardevoir. Okay, Xatu is out next, which means after I potentially take... Do I want to keep Toss Spin in or not? I'll keep Toss Spin in. Okay, it looks like it's just using Confuse Ray. That should be okay. I hope. Top spin, take out that wall rain so I can swap you out. Thank you. Okay, who are you sending out next? You're sending out Blaziken. About half health of that Xatu. That's actually not bad. All right, Apollo, I'm going to need you to bite that Xatu again. Top spin, I'm going to swap you out, and I'm going to send in Slippers. Okay, using Drill Peck. I'm assuming it's going to hit. Yep, I knew it. I made the right call. Yes, you took the hit. Thank you, Apollo. I knew you could do it. Xatu is down. Okay, how much HP is left on that freaking EXP bar? How much? Oh, Life Screen wore off. Crap, that might be bad. Okay, I need to see how much EXP is left. One! There is one EXP for the next level! You have got to be kidding me! Okay. Okay. Apollo. Bite the Club. Slippers. You use Surf. Okay, I think my next best Pokemon to use would be Nimbus in this case. Surf's up! Did a good amount of its health. Okay. I was hoping you would confuse Nimbus, because now that I have Nimbus, I was hoping to use Earthquake stuff. Okay. How can I utilize this? I got a Dragon Breath that Dusclops and Slippers Earthquake. Hopefully I can paralyze. And also, yep, it still looks like he's going, ooh, yum, 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 as he's rubbing his belly. Slippers, come on. Yes! Thank you! Destroy! Oh, you really did destroy. Nice! Down goes Blaziken. Level 51! Level 53 for Topspin. Not bad, not bad. And his last Pokemon is Metagross. It's a Shadow Pokemon! And do I even really need to give a bio on Metagross? Y'all know how good this thing is. You can make the argument that Metagross is the best Pokemon introduced in Generation 3. Stellar offensive stats across the board. Good bulk. An excellent type both offensively and defensively. Clear body pretty much makes Intimidate useless. Even its poor speed is made up by the fact that it's actually one of the few Pokemon that you will want to teach agility to. This thing is amazing. Give it agility and Ice Punch, and it becomes a potent Dragon Slayer. I can't think of very many things wrong with Metagross. It is amazing. But thankfully, it's no match for my freaking Master Ball! Swap places. And Slippers on this turn, I guess I'll call. Please let me be healed in between battles. Please let me be healed in between battles. Metagross has been caught. No. This can't be happening. Got 5,600 for winning. God, it's not over, Wes. Come on, we shall battle. Enough. Don't embarrass yourself, Nascor. Sir, I beg your pardon. What's going on? Nascor's apologizing. Isn't he supposed to be the boss? My, that certainly was a battle worth seeing. I must be honest with you, I never imagined you would get this far. Huh? Mr. Mayor, why are you here? Oh dear me, do you fail to understand still? You're such an innocent child. At times, I'm the affable mayor of Fenak. And at others, I am the secret boss of the criminal syndicate Cypher. I am Evis, and I shall rule the world. I knew it! I knew Dr. Eggman was still evil! How dare you meddle in our affairs so thoroughly? The Shadow Pokemon plan. We can resurrect from the start. But you two, you'll never be forgiven. I'll destroy you so utterly so you may never rise against me. The final boss of Pokemon Colosseum. Cypherhead Ephus. He leads with You're not leading with the Pokemon I thought you were gonna lead with. Well, that throws my entire strategy out the window. I thought you were gonna lead with Slow King and Slack King. But okay, I guess I can work with this. Okay, so you're leading with Scizor and Machamp. In that case, top spin, I am going to have you break the Scizor, and Florent, I'm gonna swap you out, and I'm gonna send in Nimbus. That actually did a good amount of damage. Okay, Scizor is using Sword Stance. That could be bad. That could be bad. Scizor is a really dangerous attacker once he gets Sword Stance going. Okay, Cross Chops. Oh no. Top Spin, I need to get you out of here. I need your Intimidate for later. Okay, Shikaos, get out there. Nimbus in the meantime. Please let it hit. 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 Please, 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 please. Thank Arceus. Next up is Salamence, level 60 Dragonfly type, Intimidate for its ability. Yeah, Evis uses mean Pokemon. There's a reason why he's considered to be one of the hardest final bosses in any Shikayo, I needed you to lay down a Reflect. No, this is bad. Slippers? And to make matters worse, yeah, level 60. That's a massive level gap between me and him. What should I do? I think I'll serve Nimbus. Ice Speed that Salamence, hope you're faster. Evis, you're an idiot! You're an idiot! Why are you throwing this turn? Why are you throwing this turn? Why did you do that? Oh my gosh, this guy is an idiot! Okay. I speak to Salamence. I can take out his Salamence with no problems. Oh my gosh. Okay, my faith that I can win this fight is slowly but surely restoring. Because I legitimately thought I was going to lose this. Alright, his next Pokemon is Slack King. Level 60, true for its ability, normal type. This was the main reason why I wanted to lead with Hitmontop, because I wanted to intimidate that thing and lower its attacking stats, because Slacking is one of those massively powerful Pokemon with an Achilles heel of an ability. Because it can only attack every other turn, but when it hits like a frickin' truck with bombs attached to it. This thing will slay you through your team if you're not prepared for it. Okay, so what do I want to do? What do I want to do? I think I'm gonna go for another Earthquake and Nimbus. I'm gonna have you Dragon Breath that Slacking, hope that I paralyze. Okay, Slippers goes down, but I think that's okay. I think I can still work with this okay. Okay, Top Spin, get out there. Intimidate that Slacking. That's exactly what I want. Intimidate that Machop even further, so now it's even weaker than before. Come on, paralyze, 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 paralyze. No! Oh, no. Oh, this is bad. Or you can attack your own opponent, your own ally. That works too. That works too. Okay, Apollo, I'm gonna send you out. You're probably gonna, you can probably withstand some hits from that Slacking. Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll Toxic to Slacking, Nimbus, Fire Blast. Please hit the Machop, please. Slacking is low fading around. Please hit, please, 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 please. Thank you! No! I was hoping it would take it out! No! Crap! Crap, 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 crap. Take a hit from a cross chop, please. Take a hit from a cross chop, please, 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 please. Apollo! Apollo! Oh my gosh, dude! Wow! I'm impressed. I am really impressed, man. You earned this heal. You've earned this. All right. Please let Dragon Breath be enough to take it out. Wow, took a Slacking hit pretty well, actually. Dang. Oh, that might be a problem. Defense drop. That might be a problem. All right, Machop is down. Why? That's what it always looks like when Machop is going down. Apollo grew to level 50. Good. And Nimbus grew to level 52. This next Pokemon is Slowking. This was what I was afraid of. Why? Well, you'll see in a second. But for now, I'm going full in. I need to get rid of that Slowking. I need to go all in and get rid of it before I can do the thing that is designed to do. At least paralyze it. At least no! You were supposed to paralyze it! Come on. Flinch, 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 flinch! Oh, thank goodness! Thank goodness! That Slowking has Skill Swap. It's designed to take away Truant from Slacking and make it an unstoppable force. That's a competitive, viable strategy. If he pulls it off, your team is dead, no matter what. No. No! Not a full restore! At least he wasted his turn healing up that Slacking of his. Flinch, 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 flinch. No! 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 He unshackled the beast! He's unshackled the beast! Crap, 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 crap! I would really hoped I wouldn't have to deal with that. Oh, no. Okay. I think I can still work with this. I think I can still do this. Toxic the Slacking again. Nimbus, take this turn. Get rid of the Slowking. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. All right, Slowking is down, at least. And his last Pokemon is Tyranitar, level 55, Sandstream for its ability, Rock Dark type. and it's the last shadow Pokemon of the story. Again, just like with Metagross, do I even need to talk about why Tyranitar is so good? It's an excellent Pokemon all around. It's a good type offensively, even though it's not the best defensively, I will admit. Though immunity to Psychic is still pretty nice. Has ridiculously good physical attack, has good defenses all around. Sandstorm is probably the best weather effect of all time, especially considering that, in case you didn't know, rock types actually receive an additional special defense increase in Sandstorms, making Tyranitar even bulkier than you may think. And heck, even its special attack is pretty respectable. Like, it can throw a mean Thunder or Ice Beam. About the only weakness with Tyranitar, aside from it not being the most defensive type out there, is that it is on the slower side. And even though it does get Dragon Dance, that's only through breeding. Start throwing the Ultra Balls. No, why would you think that? No, Master Ball. I'm Master Balling this freaking thing. I want to put all my effort into defeating that Slack King, okay? How many do you have? All of them. Again, there's a glitch with this game. You basically can have unlimited Pokeballs if you know how to utilize it. Okay, how do I want to do this? I want to do this. Fire Blast and hope I hit the Slacking. One, two, three. Mine. Now I have an unshackled Slacking to take care of. Joy. Two v1, but both of my Pokemon aren't exactly fighters. Come on, hit it. Thank you. Sandstorm rages. Okay, Slacking is hurt by the poison. Good. But yeah, see, I have it again. I have my Master Ball again. Reuse, recycle. Okay. Go all in on damage. Same type of attack bonus. Please. Oh, dang, this thing has aerial. I did it. I freaking did it. Thank you for the critical hit. That actually helped. Yes. Oh my gosh! I did it! Oh, first try I beat Ephes! Oh my gosh. That did it! I completed the story of Pokemon Colosseum! No! Even my ultimate Pokemon! Halt! Stop where you are. There's no getting away this time. Cypher's finished. The Shadow Pokemon plan ends now. Rui, are you alright? Oh, my back is killing me. Oh, yeah, Angie. Pikachu. Blast you. Don't you forget what you've done, Wes. It won't end this way next time. I will ruin you next time. I promise you that. Eggcopter to the rescue. Let us meet again. Our bid to take over the world using Shadow Pokemon hasn't ended yet. Hi, Deus Ex Machina. Y'all love how authorities always wait for a Pokemon battle to end before making a rest. So polite. Yeah, exactly. It's just like when a supervillain waits for a magical girl transformation to finish. Your plan. I think it just ended. What? Evis, you and your cronies are under arrest. Oh, what is that? It's a legendary Pokemon. It's a Ho-Oh. It is. It really is a Ho-Oh. It's incredible. I must have been keeping an eye on your heroics from the sky above. You've obviously earned its support. Of course, it would never allow criminals to get off scot-free. Oh wow, so Ho-Oh was watching over us. Wes, I guess it's finally over. We faced a lot of challenges, but thanks to you, Wes, everything has been resolved. Wes, thank you. You were strong. You answered the call, and you were cool. Look at that! Ho-Oh is so close! So true. This is the first time I've seen one up so close. Rui and Wes, the Ho-Oh is blessing you for your victory. Such a perfect outcome. Yes, indeed. And that is it. That is Pokemon Colosseum. I had a pretty good time with it, actually. It was definitely a lot... Like, even though I already knew kind of what's coming, because, again, I have watched other people play this game, so I kind of knew what to expect, I was still pleasantly surprised by how much fun I had. And I especially loved the final battle. Like, that really came down to the wire. I really thought I was going to lose for a second. But yeah, that was actually a lot of fun. Skarmory, I will catch you next time! Next time, I will catch you! So, I guess the next question to ask is, am I gonna do the post-game of this game? And... Yeah, I think I will do the post-game. I won't play all of it, but I will at least cover it and kind of go over different things about it. Because from what I hear, the main story of Colosseum is great. The post game isn't very good, or at the very least, it's very tedious and kind of long. So I will probably do a few things with it. Like I probably will go and try to catch all the other shadow Pokemon. But for the most part, I think when I'm going to go over the whole post-game stuff, I think it's mostly going to be overviews and just talking about different rewards you'll get for doing it. Because I don't want to drag this out for any longer than I need to. So yeah, I think next week it will be post-game stuff. It will be the post-game stream. And I think it'll just be one post-game stream. I feel like I can talk about everything that I need to within 3 hours. And if not, I can go over a little bit. It's fine. Hey, Srirachi! Like taunting you if you don't have the bonus disc. Which, by the way, I actually I actually know someone that actually has the bonus disc for Colosseum, which allows you to get a free Jirachi for your Ruby and Sapphire, and he actually let me get a Jirachi from it. It's actually kind of nice. Let's see, there's Celebi. And that's it. Would you like to see progress? Yes, I would. Progress has been saved. And we spawn back here. And we get an email from New System Done from Net. We, that's myself and Second Pirate, developed a new system of downloading data automatically to your PDA. From now on, information about Shadow Pokemon should arrive directly from people connected to the network. Check it out. So yes, now that we've completed the game, we'll now get periodic lists of shadow Pokemon that we haven't caught yet. Or just a general list of all the different shadow Pokemon and general location about where they are. Big guy, there's trouble. The Kid Network got word that a suspicious-looking Pokemon was spotted in Pyrite. I'd like to give you the full story in person, so could you come and visit me? That I shall, but first, I actually want to make a quick stop, because there's one more thing I want to talk about post-game-wise before I sign out. And for that, I need to go to a Pokemon Center. So, I'm gonna go over... Let's go into a Pokemon Center. So, in the past, if we went down into this basement, we wouldn't be able to do anything with it because this is the wireless club, allowing you to connect with any Generation 3 Pokemon game. But now that we've completed the game, you may trade Pokemon with the Game Boy Advance game pack using a GameCube GBA cable. Would you like to trade Pokemon? We now have access to trading Pokemon, so you can trade any Pokemon from Colosseum over to any Gen 3 game and vice versa. So if you have any like trade evolutions, this is how you do it. Then again, I don't think any of the Pokemon that we have here in Colosseum are necessarily trade evolutions. Even though some of them actually do have trade items. Like I think, yeah, Metagross has a Metal Coat, which is used for evolving certain Pokemon like Onyx and Scyther. Almost said Cypher. And Tyranitar is holding a nugget. That's just selling fodder. But yeah. But I think with that, I think we'll call it there. So, next time on Pokemon Colosseum, this is going to be a quick overview of the post-game and what it has to offer. So, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this was the first stream in months, in like a month, where I didn't have any scuff, I didn't have any dropped frames, and I didn't have a disconnect. Am I correct on that assumption? Because I wasn't paying super close attention to my bit rates on OBS, but that was my first one that I didn't have a disconnect, correct? Because if so, then I think I finally figured out the problem, I finally fixed it, and I think we're gonna have smoother streams from here on out. Okay, so. Yeah, okay. Thank goodness, okay. So, just as a quick refresher for this week, Friday will be more Spirit Tracks with Zelda Fridays, and then Saturday, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Switch 2 edition. We're going over the new content that version has to offer. So, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe out there, and y'all have a good rest of your day. This is Chronofahx, signing out.